welcome back to another episode of Built from Nothing. I'm Rowan, and this is my journey from nothing to something. Alright, back at it with day 129. And it is September 1st. It's 9 p.m. We're all done supper. We're getting ready for bed here. We're not going to do a workout today. But we got up. We're back on track. Got our routine in. We're not being as strict on the routine, but we're also kicking it. Like, we're not being fucking lazy. So, yeah, the push-ups are harder in the morning. We didn't get our the sun beat us up today. It was fucking hot out. So, I almost got heat stroke. I was feeling a little sick there around lunch. But we got up, made breakfast. We got shit ton of coffee because I don't know why. I like when I wake up, I'm fine. I don't need coffee, but it's like a comfort thing. It's like I love getting up, doing that workout. I could even do a run, but I don't have the time for it. I would have to wake up earlier to not be in such a rush because that's when I want to start trading is 6 a.m. So. I get in and I got my coffee and it's just like to come back here and just sip on it, relax. I got my smoothie too, but the coffee's actually more. I guess because it's warm. So a couple cups of coffee. I think it was like 4. Anyway, we woke up before the alarm at 5, so we're hoping we get it today or tomorrow. Another 5:15 wake up. Technically it was 5 today. But yeah. Pretty pumped to be back at it. Pretty much what I told myself last night is I think it was last night. I don't want to be a bum. I don't want to be homeless. And where that comes from is I've seen people throughout my life, people I've known, where they're 30, they have kids or something, they're living off welfare, or they're just mooching off of other people, and then eventually it hits them, they have to grow up. I want to grow up in my own way before I'm forced, because I have to make the decision or else I'm homeless on the street without food or anybody left to help me out. Which I know wouldn't happen, but I'm not the type of person that likes to ask for anything and also so I just be initially forced into those situations where I would have to work. And I want to do this on my own, like I've said, and start making money my own way so I have my leisure to pretty much, like I said at the beginning of this. So I just hiccups from food. But pretty much like I just said in the beginning of this video, how I love waking up and getting that coffee and just relaxing. Like, yeah, I'm pushing myself to get the workout in and everything. But yeah, like that's like one of the main things I think driving me now is I want to be something. I don't need to be famous or anything. I'm not looking for that. But I want to amount to something where I can pass down something. I want a legacy where people will talk about me for generations, not just like I have kids and it's like, oh, that's grandpa, and like I want something to be remembered by. And basically that all starts by me making something out of myself, right? Coming from nothing to being something, and that's where it starts. And then from there on, like life's still short. I mean, I still got lots, assuming. But that's I think that's the kind of kick I need. I am a little bit worried about getting back into that situation again, that zone, that feeling of just not wanting to do anything, doom scrolling. Ugh, so disgusting. And I noticed like it's not the scrolling itself, because now today like I had all the options to. I'd actually start scrolling and like I had no problems with it. It wasn't pulling me away for hours on end. It wasn't fucking taking my taking me away from everything I was just doing. I was able to just scroll and then I'm like, okay, I really want to watch this. So I don't understand how it took control of me like that, but I think I do know some sense of why. It's because I had no sense of purpose. I just so and that's another thing I found out is I do better when I'm thinking about what I'm thinking. So like I know that sounds fucking stupid, but when I'm actually cognitively thinking about what I'm actually trying to think, so it's like I guess I don't know if my ADHD fucks with that, and that's like not a normal thing, but like I kind of have to focus on what I'm doing, like focusing on, or else I'm thinking about like 20 things at once. So when I dial in on that, and I'm actually like, okay, I'm writing my notes right now, and I'm writing them because of this reason. It's more of like a grounding in my head. Like I have to ground myself, talk to myself about why I'm doing it, and I just came up with this like last night today. It's pretty much just finding out what the fuck I'm actually doing. Like, cause you know, like there's so much time that you're just ditsying around. When you have a task to do and then you get distracted and then you're doing something else and you're like, oh fuck, I was doing this. That's what I'm talking about. That consistently though is terrible, but that even in the minimal ways is still bad. So having that control over why I'm doing what I'm doing and and how I'm doing it, and ideas that flow through as well, like of innovation, like new ways to do it. But basically, yeah, just the fucking the basics. And I find a lot clearer thoughts with that, less mumble jumbling. I noticed that yeah, when I'm like in my past couple videos, if you've seen, I, just, I don't make sense because it's like I'm just floating in my own brain. So it's like I have the thought, I barely put effort into even thinking the thought, and then exerting it out. I can't think of the right word right now, but it doesn't matter. You get what I mean? Trying to relay what I'm thinking is so fucking minimal now because I'm not even thinking it to the max. Like I'm not even processing my thoughts enough. I'm not putting enough effort into thinking what I'm trying to say. So it literally comes out like just gibberish. Not really gibberish, but it's like yeah, I guess gibberish. So yeah, having control over my mindset, having my purpose now, and having that fire back in the fucking engine. So feeling great. We'll see how we can continue on with this. Obviously, it's not going to be easy. Clearly, if that was like my setback after going good for a while, I'm going to have that again, and I'm going to have to fight it, and it's going to be probably just as hard, but hopefully we'll have less. Well, we've worked up some skills to battle it and do better. So, yeah. Anyway, one day doesn't change anything though. We're gonna have to see if we can make this a week and go from there. Yeah. I want today. So yeah, I also today I got trading back tests. I got two back tests. Um, we got to do some more research tomorrow because I don't know. It might just be I'm like my setup's so picky. That's hard to find. I gotta chug some water here. But yeah, my setup might be tricky, so I don't know. We got the money, but we're not gonna start trading yet because that's just gambling. Um, I think I made the decision not to go back on the gambling, but in the same sense, not of trying to win money. It's actually that is something I need to have full control over. That kind of discipline because it may not be gambling when I'm trading, but it's the same emotion that can happen exactly what I was doing. So I was using a system when I was gambling, but then all of a sudden I went off my system and started gambling, and that's when that $40 went to zero, and then I put in more money, and that can happen the same way with trading. That's why people say trading's gambling and everything, but it's like no, it's not. But you can gamble with it. It's just as easy as gambling to gamble on it. So it's straight away. Uh, that's something I need control over. I was doing really good with it, and I do blame my attitude where I was at. So that's clearly something that goes with that. It was actually really late too, and I was just sitting here being a degenerate, gambling, trying to get the dopamine fix. And then I started going down and thinking, oh, I could just get it back, get it back. But so what I'm trying to say here is I don't want to gamble anymore, but I actually do want to gamble for that discipline to just be purely disciplined with it, not putting money into it ever. And that's what I want. But I don't want to fuck up again and throw money into it like wastefully. That's why I'm not trying to win it back. Because I know I could if I just went back in with more money and. But then there's the risk of losing it all. So it's like that's not a risk I'd be willing to take. I'd rather put the money into something that I know I can grow and build and learn on. So that's the AI doing work for freelancing for me and the trading. Now, I did mention that we wanted to have backup plans for making woodcraft and stuff. Don't think that's going to happen because I don't think we're going to have the money to afford all the stuff that we would need to do that. So that's okay because I'm pretty confident how we can use AI to leverage some work online with there's two apps. There's I can't think of them right now, but they're freelancing apps, and you can go on there and do IT work or programming. You can do the classes I just went through. You can do marketing. So I already know I can market. Like I can get AI to fucking do all of the talking chat shit, and I could be a marketer. I could do that. I said I didn't want to do that because of how much it stressed me out on the deadlines and stuff, and it's not something I enjoyed. But maybe that'd be different if I'm getting paid for it. I highly assume so. So we don't know. We haven't tried it. We're gonna get into that soon. We got some stuff done outside. Not much, but we got outside and we got started and everything. So we organized a lot of what we want to do. We got everything that we need for the farm. We got some like priority list and numbered because winter is coming and we must get. I sound like fucking that show. Jon Snow. Yeah, I feel a lot clear headed. I feel like it's okay if I miss some workouts. It's okay if I fuck up, but excuse me. I have to try my hardest to get done. Get done the main important things, which right now is we got to make some money. So my body is okay for now. The morning workouts are keeping me in shape, not losing or not getting fat, like just gaining. We're trying to gain weight, but we're not trying to gain purely fat. We are trying to bulk, but with the running and the morning workouts, it's good enough to continue. I should probably just get dumbbells up and keep on biceps and stuff because I'm working on my legs when I run. Oh, I got a 5 mile run today. That's another thing. That was pretty good. I put it on 4 miles at 7 miles per hour. It took 42 minutes, 42 and a half minutes, and yeah, we got a nice run in. I was pretty proud of that because 5 miles it could be my new regular at that pace because 8 miles per hour. That's where I started getting sore and stuff, pushing myself so much, and I was glad I did it, but I don't need to push myself that hard on everything. I need to focus, but also keep my body healthy, busy, occupied, but focus my mind on trading and other streams of income, which is going to be the other, only one other. So, lots of time in the morning on that stuff. The rest for farm, me, food, like all that shit. So, glad to be back. That was rough, but you can see the energy. It's back. Okay, I'm Rowan, and this is Built from Nothing. Tune in for the next one. Hopefully, we wake up tomorrow. Peace.